and welcome back. This is part 2 of the Everyday Witch unboxing. If you watched part 1, you know that it was supposed to be one video where I just unboxed the Everyday Witch Tarot. However, I went off on a bit of a tangent that ended up being long enough to be its own video, so I decided to cut them into 2 pieces, and this is the actual unboxing of the Everyday Witch Tarot. So if you're ready to flip through the deck and see the cards and hear my reaction to them, stick around. The Everyday Witch Tarot is fucking amazing on the app. So I felt like if the app was this good, and if I connected and resonated with the app this much, and the depictions on the cards in an app, what would the physical deck be like? So I've worked with this deck for about 3 months on the app, and I finally decided to go ahead and purchase the physical deck. And it finally came in today. All right, so I cut the plastic. This is the, oh, I'll wait until I get the plastic off. And like, I don't know anything about the cards themselves. I don't know what they feel like. I don't know how thick they are. I don't know if they're matte or glossy. I'm so excited. Okay, so this is the Everyday Witch Tarot. Let's see if I can get no glare. Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake, and the artwork is by Elizabeth Alba. It's got a very sturdy box. Oh, damn it! Look, I was just about to say what a sturdy box it is. My box on the fucked up corner. God damn it. That sucks. I'm gonna have to like put some tape on that. Shit! Alright, anyway. It's got a really sturdy box for the most part. And it's got one of the little magnetic closures on this. I love the boxes that open this way. I love this. So it opens this way. Like so. With a book. Guide to the Everyday Witch Tarot. And I really like the book, the app version of the book, because there's not a whole lot of information. It's a paragraph or two, but it gives you enough. Like I said, I read intuitively, but it gives me just those other little bits that kind of send it to the next level. So this is the inside of the box. It has the little well cut out here for the deck with the little finger holes and the ribbon so that you can lay your deck on top and use that to help pull your cards out, which I love. I love that because if you can't get the cards out, you run the risk of bending them or damaging them in some way. So I like that it has the little ribbon in there. Beautiful golden yellow insert with stars. And it's also glossy. And then the guidebook. Wow, that's a thick book. See, I don't see how that book would be that thick in the app. It seems, oh, there's such cute artwork. So I just opened the inside cover. That's the inside cover. Introduction about this deck and how to use it, how to do a reading. Chapter 2, custom questions and answers. Some tarot extras, 3 spells for use with tarot. Cool. Oh, and it's got actual spells in there. Chapter 3 is the major arcana, and there are full-size, gorgeous picture representations, full-size color representations of the cards. Oh, so pretty. Oh, and a little quote down here. So for the High Priestess, higher wisdom is available to us all. Oh, yes! Yes, bitch, yes! And then when you turn the page, so let me go back. So you've got the High Priestess with a page and a half or so right up, and then a spot for notes. I fucking love that! I fucking love that! Oh my god. Okay. So let's go on through to, and I'm just flipping through to find the next. The next chapter. There we go. So the minor arcana is also full color representation. Same size, you don't lose anything once you go to the minor arcana. Ah, the Three of Swords. Oh, my achy breaky heart. Oh, that's awesome. I love the little sentence, the little quote. Now, I will say that the app did have this. So there's like a little key, the title of the card, and then like a little, not keyword, but key sentence or like thought-provoking little sentence. That is on the app. And for the Three of Swords, it says, sometimes heartbreak is unavoidable. The least you can do is learn from it. So on the app, you do get that. You do not get this other little, you know, quote thing. So it goes all the way through all of the, chapter 4 has got a few spreads. So there's a 1-card spread, a 3-card spread, the Celtic cross. And that's it. And then the conclusion. The app does have more spreads in it. Anytime you get, let me actually just show you. Anytime you get an app, it comes with several spreads in it. For the most part, they're all the same, but there will be deck specific spreads. So these are all the different spreads that you can do in the app. So you can see there's a shit ton of spreads that you can do. And there's also one where you free form spread, place cards wherever you want, or you can enter an external reading. So if you have the physical cards, then you can enter it manually. So that is the difference. There are only 3 spreads in the book, which I don't tend to do a whole lot of those anyway, so I don't really fucking care. So the book is awesome. The book is gorgeous. It's glossy. The pages are glossy, which, you know, I do prefer matte pages just because of the glare, but this book is fucking gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All right, so now I'm going to unbox the deck. I'm so excited. All right, so it's such a good size. It's such a good size. I have little hands, and so sometimes it's hard for me to shuffle a deck very well, like the Heart of Fairy Oracle. Oh, shit. The Heart of Fairy Oracle is kind of hard for me to shuffle. My soul cards are very difficult to shuffle. The Green Witch Tarot, they're not really difficult to shuffle, but they are a little long, so they can be a little difficult to hold on to. In comparison, this is the Green Witch Tarot, and this is the Everyday Witch Tarot, and they are the exact same size. Exact same size, I think. Let me just hold them up. Yep, exact same size. And the, let me see here. Who's the publisher? I do not know. Who's the fucking publisher? The Everyday Witch Tarot is a Llewellyn deck. The Green Witch Tarot is also a Llewellyn deck. So they're the exact same size if you have that deck. Cardstock, this feels exactly like the Green Witch Tarot. Like it would be very easy to blend these two. The backing is different, but the size is exactly the same. The cardstock is exactly the same. So these are a very thin cardstock, but I kind of like that because it's very easy to shuffle if you rifle shuffle, which I used to do, and I don't do so much anymore. But for those of you who like to rifle shuffle, it's thin enough that you can do so. They're a little bit hard to like get that little, you know how you have to put your knuckle into it? They're just the tiniest bit long for my hands, but that's the size of the cards. All right, so they are glossy, so you'll see the glare pop over there. But the colors, oh my God, it's such a vibrant deck. The colors are absolutely gorgeous, and I fucking love this artwork. I love the style. I love the colors that are used. I love the expression on the faces of the witches. That's another problem that I have when I read a deck. I read the faces of the people. And so if I'm looking at a card and the face looks frowed or concerned or confused or angry, but it's supposed to be a jovial card. I don't read it that way. So I read a lot in the emotions of the faces. So a crooked eyebrow can totally change the meaning of a card for me. The expressions on these witches' faces are fucking phenomenal. They are, even though they're small, there's so much expression in each one of the faces and so much emotion and action and movement in these cards. Like, I've never connected with a deck like this. I've never had a deck speak to me like this. And I've never gotten this much out of a deck before. So and all I know is what I know from the app. So hopefully the physical cards are the same. But that's just what I know from the app. So I'll just go through the full. I'll go through the major arcana and then I'll show you some of my favorites of the minor arcana. The Magician. Oh, focus. There we go. And some of these, I don't always get a whole lot from a tarot deck just because I don't like the Rider-Waite system. I don't like the imagery. But these, I don't have that issue with on any of them. They do have some of the Rider-Waite symbology kind of, focus. It does pay a bit of homage to the Rider-Waite system on some of the imagery. So see here on the, the High Priestess, you've got the black and white pillars behind her, but then it's nothing like the Rider-Waite system. She's got her crystal ball, she's got her runes, she's got her tarot, she's got her books. So that is all about intuition and, you know, listening to your inner voice and all that stuff that I don't personally get from the Rider-Waite imagery. The Empress. Oh my God, if it doesn't fucking focus, there we go. Look at that. That is such like mother energy. And you see, it's still got the two dogs, you know, so it does, there's a nod. There's a little wink, wink, nod, nod to the Rider-Waite imagery, but it's not full on Rider. It is so not traditional, which is why I love it. I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. It's the Emperor. See that wisdom. I fucking love this. I do not resonate with the Hierophant card at all. I don't like the Hierophant card because of the, oh fuck, I just dropped the cards. Because of the imagery, I don't like it. I don't resonate with it. They're falling everywhere. They're falling from both sides of my lap. God damn it. So yeah, I don't resonate with the Hierophant. Except for this one. This is so easy for me to see and understand and feel. I think that's the thing. If I don't feel the cards, I'm not going to read it. I don't think. Whenever I read, I feel the energy of the images and I see the story and I jump into the story. So that's what I need in order to understand the meaning of the cards, or in order to understand what the card is trying to tell me. Regardless of what a book says. You know, this is all about, you know, teaching others, that whole finding that inner peace, that inner wisdom, and then passing that on to others. So I totally get that. I don't have any problems reading that at all. I dropped some of the cards, so I wanted to make sure I have them all in my hand. Where can I put them? Okay, over there. So the Lovers, I love so many different things about this card. So my card number is a 6. My birth number is a 6. So the Lovers is my tarot card number thing. I don't remember what that's called. Anyway, so a lot of the Lovers cards, even though that's my number card, I don't resonate with them. This one, however, I love that it's nondescript. It could be two friends. It could be two companions. It could be just a coming together, you know, for a common need or a common bond or a common cause. It could be a man and a woman. It could be a man and a man. It could be two women. You know, like there are and it's also got the two little animals down here, you know, so it goes beyond just humanity. It goes beyond, you know, the same species connecting. This symbolizes more of a community. Oh, fuck, it's not focusing again. You know, just a more overall community, you know, connection vibe. And it could be two lovers. It absolutely could be, you know, a husband, wife, or two wives standing there. But it's so much deeper than that for me. Which, you know, most decks don't give me on that card. The Chariot. This is so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool. I'm gonna lay the rest of the deck down here so I don't keep dropping it. The Chariot. Look at how fucking cool that is! And again, I don't get a lot from the Chariot most times. But this, with that whole which way to go, the road less traveled, or the path that, you know, seems the easiest, that choice that's involved and that speed, you know, it's all right there. It's so fucking blatant. It's like, how could you not read that before? How could you not have gotten that? I don't know. There's just something about this deck. It speaks to me like no other deck ever has. Ever. Strength. And again, I love that she's not just sitting there with a fucking lion at her feet. She is, focus. There we go. You know, it's not just her with a lion at her feet who could have been sedated. Who knows? Strength does not mean control over another being. Strength means having it within yourself and being able to stand up for yourself or get your point across, or, you know, whatever the situation needs at the time, you have the guts and the constitution to do whatever it takes to get it done. But she is here with the lion. She is controlling that storm behind her, and she is walking away from all that, not concerned, because she's got her shit under control. And, you know, she is there with that lion. They are in that together. He's not being subdued. She's not controlling him. He's not sedated. He's there by choice, and they are connected. See, I just get so much out of these fucking cards. You probably know what the strength card means, but, you know, I don't get that from decks. I can't read a deck like that as a rule. Not that I can't. I don't. This one's really good, too. The Hermit. I love that she's just there in solitude, and, you know, it kind of looks like she has made that choice to go be in the woods, to gather her thoughts, to do a ritual. You know, she's got her little familiar there, but she's there by choice. And she's taken that time out in nature to kind of commune and maybe ground and center, and do her own ritual. I know, I'm taking forever. I know, my unboxings are so long. The Wheel of Fortune, I love this. It's so simple and so, like, right in your face. I love it. I absolutely love it. Justice. So here's why I love this Justice card. She's not just blindly, you know, supposedly balancing a situation. Focus. There we go. She's kind of peeking out there. She's got one eye on the situation, and she can make an informed decision. She's not blindly following the law. She's not doing what is necessarily politically correct. She actually sees what's going on, and she's making a conscious choice, yet she's doing it with balance and fairness. And, you know, she knows her shit. She's got the law book right there. If it would focus. Oh my God. There we go. You know, she's got her law book there. She knows her shit. And she can make that decision. I just get so much out of these cards. I get so much. The Hanged Man. Look, she's there. That's her broom. She's got the locks on her ankles, but she's also got the key, if I can get it to focus. She's also got the key right there in her grubby little paw. So again, I feel like she's there by choice. She could get out of this situation if she wanted to, and when she's ready. When the time is right, when she's ready, when she's had enough, she has the key that she needs to get out of the situation. Or to, you know, to make a different choice. Death. This is an interesting death card because it has a face, but it's still faceless. And that kind of thing freaks me the fuck out. But I love that, here's why I love this death card. This little string right here, it's fucking raveled anyway. Just cut it. Make the choice. Make the decision. That door is closed. It doesn't matter what's behind that door. This one right here, this is where the light is. This is where the new opportunity is. So it doesn't just signify death. It still signifies that new beginning and possibility. You know, that thing was coming to an end anyway. Just cut it, be done, and move forward. I love this one. Temperance. Can you see she's got one eye open? Temperance. Love that. I love that balance. The Devil. This is such an interesting Devil card. I don't always get a lot from the Devil either, just because sometimes I feel like the depiction on the Devil represents something not good, obviously, but like an external thing, like an external, I don't have the word right now. Anyway, the Devil card represents something external, which oftentimes it can very well be. But there's a choice that comes along with the Devil that I don't think is often depicted in a lot of the Devil cards. So it's almost like, here, I'm the little devil on your shoulder and I'm making you do this. I think that the fact that there's a choice involved there gets lost. And this one, while he's offering it, there is still some thought and concern on their faces. Like they could choose to do that or not. They could choose to walk away. You know, they do have each other there for support. You know, so it's not just them being forced to do something because the devil is in their ear. You know, I don't know. I don't know if I articulated that one very well or not, but I really like that aspect. The Tower's cool. It's like, it's almost as if she's like, yeah, I did that. I tore that shit down. And it's all right. It's going to be okay. Better to tear it down now and build something fresh. You know, that's kind of what I get from that. The Star, I love this whole as above, so below aspect. That the magic is, because I just see this as energetic, magical energy. So it is coming to me. It is flowing through me. I love that. Love that aspect. That co-creative, singular, energetic, you know, ebb and flow and never ending. I love that. Can you hear Donut snoring? I don't know if you could, but she's snoring. The Moon. Oh, fucking. Look at the cat. Look at that. Yeah. Yes. 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 The Sun. I love this one too. And I love that it has the Maiden Mother Crone energy to it. Love that. Judgment. This Judgment card, I don't see as judgment. I don't read it as judgment, because judgment oftentimes comes across to me as something negative. I feel like sometimes the Judgment card is kind of looking down her nose and you know, I don't like that aspect of the Judgment card. So I don't necessarily read this as Judgment. And I haven't gotten this card in any of my readings yet. So this is one of the ones that I want to sit with and see why this is Judgment. And I want to read the book and see why this is the depiction for Judgment. Okay, I'm almost done with the Major Arcana. The World. I like this one. That carefree, you know, throw caution to the wind and just be, you know, just enjoy the moment. Get carried away. I like that. And that was the last of the Major Arcana. So now I know this is such a long video. I know. I might have to break it up. All right, so now let's move on to the Minor Arcana. I will try not to talk so much over these cards, but I will show you every card as I go through. And the first suit that is up is the Swords. So I'm just going to kind of flick through these, and I hope they focus. Oh shit, I just dropped it. Three of Swords. I do love the little quotes that were along with these, the little sayings. I love that. I love that. Oh my god. I haven't even looked at these. Maybe I should be looking at them. Maybe I should look at them too instead of just showing you. Because I've seen them in the app, but I haven't seen them up close and personal. All right, Seven of Swords. I've gotten this one a lot in my readings. The Eight of Swords. So beautiful. So beautiful. I love the way the colors are muted but still vibrant. I don't even know how to describe. Fuck. Well, now that handful of cards is out of order. Let's see if I can put them back. Page, Knight, Queen, King, Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's the 8? How did I not drop the 8, but I dropped the 9? Oh, wait. Oh, God. How am I up to the 9? 10. Oh, they go the other way. Look at that. Shit. Swords. 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 Cups. Oh, I see. Okay, precious. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Ace. Okay, I think I've got them now. Fuck, I put them wrong still. They're on the back side of the goddamn deck. Wait, what? Oh my god. 9 of Cups, 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 8. Shit! Why is this so difficult for me right now? 3, 2, Ace. That was way more difficult than it needed to be. Oh my god. This is why I do not maths. I do not do the maths. Fuck it, whatever. Okay, I hope they're in the right order. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, 9 of Swords. What I was saying was, I love how the colors are muted yet still super vibrant. And I want to say it's watercolor because of the way the colors like blend and bleed together. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god, the heartbreak of that. All those swords and his back, and his broom is just out of reach. Oh my god. Oh. I do like the page and the knight get slightly older. So it starts with a kid and then goes to like a teenager, and then the adult for the king and queen. This reminds me of The Wizard of Oz and the Flying Monkeys and Elphaba. And then you've got the full adult for the queen and the king. Oh my God, if it doesn't focus. The Ace of Cups. Oh, I love this one. Oh, there's so much going on in this card. Her cup runneth over. Look at that. Oh my gosh, there's so much happening in this card. Look at that cauldron. And the wisdom and the infinity. Oh, God. Not really the infinity, but you know what I mean. This is so good. So, like, I'm not a cat person, and I do not tend to like cats in decks, but I love the cats in this deck. Look at these little cats. So you've got these two. They're making their love connection, right? But then look. Oh, he's offering him a fish. Oh, I love that. I love the cats in this deck. And there's a cat on every card. Because, you know, a witch and her cat. Look at this one. This is one of my favorite cards in the tarot deck, the Three of Cups. I absolutely love the Three of Cups in most decks. And there's 3 cats on that one. Usually there's a cat for every witch, for the most part, on these cards. Look at that. I know my finger was in the way. Sorry, but the deck was sliding out of my hand. So much sorrow. And this is what I was talking about with the faces. If you watched the last video, you saw me talking about how much I read into the faces of the people. So I think this one had it too. Like, for this one, for example, like, this guy is so distraught. Like, he just doesn't even know where to begin. He doesn't know what he's gonna do. And this kid is so concerned. He's so concerned for him. And you can read all of that emotion in their face. And this one, look, she's so sorrowful. Look, there's just so much sorrow, and she just, she can't believe it. There's so much emotion. And look at this. Look at this is prime example right here. Look at the kindness in his expression. The kindness in his face. You see that softness, that kindness, that genuine care and concern? Look at that. That is why I love this deck. There's such a story happening here. He's giving her this gift. You know, he has cultivated this. He has grown these flowers. He has tended the soil. And now he has this beautiful pot of flowers that he wants to share just out of the kindness of his heart. He's giving it to her freely, you know, just to make her happy. You know, there's so much being... This is another one. This is another one. Oh my God, I love this. I love this fucking card. Look at this chick. Is overwhelmed. She has no... This is me, for real. Like, this girl, this is me. This is how I am with choices. I'm so indecisive. Oh, so many choices. She just doesn't even know where to begin. She doesn't know what to pick. This one's like... Newbie. I'm gonna be patient, but... Really? You know, that's what I see in her face. Look at... Oh, focus, damn it. Ah, that is hilarious. She's like, I wish this bitch would just make a choice. Oh my goodness. 8 of Cups. I haven't been saying the card number. Sorry. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. The 9 of Cups. And I also love that they're not all stick figures. You know, she's got some meat on her bones, which I love. I fucking love that she's got some meat on her bones. She's not a stick. Look at this one. If there wasn't a baby in the picture, I would say that's my family, because we're a 3 family. I love that. Love that one. Page of Cups. Here we go again. It's the kid. Has the page. Oops, I'm covering up half of it. Sorry. And then we go to the teenager, who's a little bit more mature. Oh, come on. A little bit older, a little bit wiser. And then for the queen and king, we have adults. Love that one. Wow, she's gorgeous. This one is awesome. This is so good. Look at that. Oh my God. I love it. I hope it's focused. Love it. 2 of Wands. Three of Wands. I love all the little stripy stockings. I've heard that a lot from other people talking about the stripy stocking. I love this one. This card makes me so happy. And I love the hats and the dresses. Like, they just feel like witches to me. Love this one too. And see what I was saying about there's usually a cat per witch. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats. Did they just make a liar out of me and not put a cat in this fucking card? Seriously? The one card with no cat. Is there really no cat in this card? Ha! That's the first card I've seen with no cat. The 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands? 6 of Wands. But again, there's that emotion. She's being praised. She has done something phenomenal, and everyone is so proud of her and praising her. But look at the gratitude for her. And she is so... she just loves her. You know what I mean? It's her student, it's her daughter, it's her granddaughter. It's someone she has really got an affinity for and feels that affection for. And, you know, there's just so much emotion between them. There's so much emotion between them. Not even just in their facial expressions, but between them. You can feel it. Oh, I love this deck. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fucking love this deck. Look at, she is ready for battle. Bring it on. She will fuck somebody up. 8 of Wands. Oh shit. Oh shit. 9 of Wands. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. That's awesome. 9 of Wands. Look. She done toastified up some witches. She's battered and beaten for it, but still standing. Oh, I love this. I love this card. The 10 of Wands. Look at, oh, the struggle. The struggle is real. She's carrying all those brooms and other burdens. This is not even her burden. She doesn't have to do that. She doesn't have to carry that fucking cat. That cat is fully capable of walking up the goddamn hill by itself. Yet this cat is on her back. Ah, it's not her burden to carry. She didn't have to do all that at once. She didn't have to carry all of that. Page of Wands. This could have easily been a Fool card as well. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, look at that one. Look at that. So good. Oh my God. That's so pretty. Look at that. Again, that could have easily been a Strength card. Oh my God. And look at that. This card just feels like spring to me. Oh my God. Look at this one. 2 of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. I actually got this in a drawing, in a spread. And I interpreted it as one thing, and then the book really made me look at the card again in a whole new light. So I really like the way the book goes along with the cards, because while I did get some very little of the same interpretation, let me also say this before I go on with that thought. If you watched my other video, you know that I read intuitively, and I usually don't even pay attention to the book. I go through, I do my reading, I get everything that I can out of it, and then I'll go to the book and see what the book has to say, and I only take in what also resonates with me. Even if it was something completely different that I hadn't thought of, if it resonates, I keep it. If it doesn't resonate, I ignore it. So, as a rule, I do not read intuitively what the book is telling me the card means, except for this book. Like, it's scary accurate how close my interpretation is to what the book says for this deck. I have never been this close to what the book has to say, ever. And that's not what I was aiming for. Like, that's not what I was trying to do. It just sort of ended up that way. And it was something that I was noticing. It was a pattern that I was noticing. And I didn't even really notice it until like 2 days ago, which is what made me buy this fucking deck. So a couple of days ago, it was more than 2 days ago now, because I waited for almost a fucking week for the deck to get here. But, so for New Year's, for 2018, I did my year ahead spread. And because I like this deck so much, I chose to use the app version of this deck for my year ahead spread rather than the physical decks that I had on hand. So I did my year ahead spread. I did all of my journaling for the reading that I got, and then I went to the book for each card and read what the book had to say. And for 11 out of the 12 cards that I got for my year ahead spread, it was eerily close. What I got intuitively and what the book had to say. Like, some things were word for word or very slightly different word for word interpretations. I've never read a deck like that. This was the one card that I read differently, and then I read the book, and the book made me see it in a whole new light. Like, it wasn't like I disagreed with it. It wasn't like it didn't resonate with me. It was like, oh my God, I totally see that now. Yes, okay. And I don't usually do that with a book. But yeah, and in that moment, in doing that 12-month ahead spread and seeing just how close my interpretation was to what the book had to say and how much I got out of it and just how juicy these fucking cards are, in that moment, I stopped the reading like halfway through, because that's when I noticed, oh wow. And then I went back and I paid attention, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're like eerily similar. So I finished the reading, and the rest of them were the same way. I was like, oh my God, I have to have this fucking deck. As soon as I finished my year ahead spread, I went to Amazon and immediately ordered the deck to have in person. And I am not disappointed so far just by looking at the images. So this is the 4 of Pentacles. And I'll do an actual review of the physical deck, and I'll do like a comparison between how I resonated with the app deck and then how I connected with the physical deck. Six of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, I am starving. Can you hear my stomach growling? Oh my God. What time is it? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. It's dinner time. I love this one too. I got this in one of my months for the year ahead. Love that. Love it. Oh, I fucking love this card. I love all of them. I love all of them. There has not been a single card that I have flipped over and been like, I don't like that. There has not been a single card that I have flipped over and been like, I don't know what the fuck that's trying to tell me. There hasn't been anyone that I flipped over that I was like, nope, don't like that. Look, I got this in one of my year ahead. There were a lot of pentacles in my year ahead spread. So yeah, every single card, I love every single card in this deck. That has never happened, with the exception of my soul cards. Because again, soul cards are a whole different animal. They are their own system. They are a standalone entity. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that! I love that! The Page of Pentacles. This is so me. This is such a fly by the seat of your pants. Flip a coin. Make a decision. Where are we gonna go? What's next? Oh, I love that. I love it so much. I love that. Oh my God, I love it. This reminds me of Quidditch. Last two cards. Oh, there's a shit ton of cats in this one. It's like the mama and her babies. The mama and her baby kittens. And the last card, King of Pentacles. Look, he is living large. Rich, rich, rich. Everything that is rich. Rich wine, rich chocolate cake. He's rich with the coin and the dogs and the land and the cow and the, oh my gosh. Oh my God. I love it. The lusciousness, the green, the, I love this deck. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's give it a shuffle, shall we? And draw a card and just see what comes up. So again, like I said, I read intuitively. I get all I can out of the card, and then I go see what the book has to say. So I will do that today, but in a much condensed, shorter version. So I am actually rifle shuffling right now, because when I get a deck for the first time, I do like to rifle shuffle it just a little bit to really incorporate all of the cards. So I give them 3 rifle shuffles, and then I go through the chicky, stacky, stacky. I don't know what this is called. I know what rifle shuffling is called. I don't know what this is called. This technique, I don't know. So they, like I said, they are just a tiny bit longer than is comfortable for me, but I can still totally rifle shuffle these. And they're thin enough that you can rifle shuffle them comfortably. So again, they are a Llewellyn deck. The Everyday Witch is a Llewellyn deck, and I compared it to the Green Witch Tarot. They are the exact same size. They are both Llewellyn decks. They are the exact same card stock. I love that they are borderless. Love that they are borderless. I despise borders on cards. So, all right. Whoop, one flew out. Like it went flying way across. Knight of Cups. I'll do an actual draw, but this is the one that flew out. The Knight of Cups. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more and just see what the deck, look, that one's about to fly out. What the deck wants to tell me in this moment of unboxing. Okay. The Ace of Cups. There is such abundance in this card. I'm going to put the deck down. There is so much happening, so much abundance. Her cup is just running over. The water that has run over from her mug, from her chalice, has immediately started growth. So not only has her abundance run over here, it has started growth here. She's got something brewing over here off to the side in her cauldron. You know, there's so many ideas and thoughts, and it's never ending, and it's solid magic. It's solid gold. You know, she's just in that moment of gratitude and creativity and abundance. Oh, focus, damn it. So I'm going to hold this up and I'm going to read the book and see what the book has to say. So that was just my little condensed version. Like, I would sit here with this card for, you know, a good few minutes and just keep staring into it and pulling everything that I could out of it and finding myself into the story and looking at all the little details, because there are so many details. There's such a story in each one of these cards. So that's just my quick condensed gut reaction, initial thoughts on that card. So let's see what the book has to say and how close I am, because like I said, I never, ever get close to what the book says. Ever. Except for this deck. If I could find that card. I don't know what suit is first. Swords. Okay, so now I gotta go through and find the cups. Oh, and I passed it. 4, 3, 2. Ace of Cups. Okay, so let me get it on here and get her to focus. 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 Damn it. Focus. Okay. All right, so the book says, if I can get the book back up here and keep her in focus. Ace of Cups. So down here on this side under the photo says, my cup runneth over. Didn't I fucking tell you? Didn't I fucking tell you? Our cup runneth over. Okay, now I gotta get it to focus again. Damn it. There we go. Okay. My cup runneth over. Ace of Cups. You are clearly blessed. Joy and fulfillment are yours for the taking. But don't wait too long, for such moments can be fleeting. Like the mythical cauldron of rebirth and renewal, the Ace of Cups offers love, peace, and healing. The witch on the card might be a village wise woman, or she might be the goddess herself in disguise. There's no way of knowing, but if you are smart, you will accept the cup she offers you. It will almost certainly contain something powerful and amazing, and it will probably be just what you need in that moment. Drink deep while you can, because such gifts are rare and fleeting, and there's no telling when such opportunity will come along again. Things to consider. This is another reason I love this book, because it also gives you that other little thought-provoking question or practice at the end for each card. So that's what I really love about tarot books, is when they do that, when they give you a healing practice or some practice that you can put into real life, or thought-provoking questions. Love that. So for the Ace of Cups, things to consider. The Ace of Cups is a fabulous card representing a gift from the universe, which this deck is. Representing a gift from the universe. There's no way to predict the form such a gift will take, but because it is a cup card, it may well involve emotions and the spirit. Keep yourself open to grace and possibility, and when it appears, don't let it slip past. Consider yourself blessed. So I think that's it for that card. Yep, turning the page, there's nothing else. So you can see it's got about a page of information, and then the thought-provoking question. Things to consider, that's what it's called in this book. And I love that. I love that about this deck and the book. So that was my Everyday Witch Tarot unboxing by Deborah Blake and art by Elizabeth Alba. I love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I'm pissed about that. Like, that makes me angry. Focus. That the box is fucked up and torn right there. But I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it and hope for the best. So, overall, first impressions, love it. I fucking love this deck, man. I'm so happy I have it in physical form now. I loved it as an app, which says a lot because I don't like the app decks. I do like the aspect of being able to play with the deck before you invest the full amount of money in it. But I would prefer not to have an app. I would prefer to have the physical deck, but only if it's worth investing in. So I love the deck. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. The imagery is just so thought-provoking and just like instant intuitive hits and like this flood of information and ideas and vision and oh god, it just like floods me, which I've never had a deck do ever. So yeah, really happy with that. And I love the book. The book is really thick and sturdy. I don't know if you can see. It's super thick and like chunky. The artwork is full-size representations in the book, which is awesome. Full-size color. I love the little thought-provoking words underneath the image and then the thought-provoking quote up at the top, except for that page for some reason. Every other one has it. Of course the one I show you doesn't have it. So it's got the little thought-provoking here and thought-provoking here and the things to consider, which probably my favorite part of the book. So I will use this deck and then report back on the physical deck. I will do an actual review of the physical deck and I'll do like a comparison. So the app version versus the physical deck version. And I'll do that. I'll probably give it a month or so and then come back and do the review later. Oh, I love this deck. I'm so happy I have it in physical form now. I just want to play with it. I want to shuffle the cards and draw them and play with them. All right, I think that's it for today. Remember, this was supposed to be one-part video where I just unboxed the video, but I did a whole rant that ended up making this 2 different videos. So if you want to see all of that, you can go back to the last video that I uploaded. I'll post a link down below where I compare and contrast a few different decks and basically like lay out why I hate the Heart of Fairy Oracle. I'm probably gonna get hate mail about that one. Whatever, I don't care. So yeah, you can check that video out as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this deck. Do you have it? Does it resonate with you? What made you buy it? Do you get the same powerful intuitive hits that I get from this deck? Or can you not stand it? Like, even if we don't agree, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions about it. Just don't be a dick in the comment section because your comment will be deleted. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the deck. Or if you have the app, if you have both, if you have done that compare and contrast, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So leave a comment down below and let's start the conversation. Remember, you can find all the places to hang out with me in the down bar below. I'm rarely on social media, but you can find me in those places and hang out in those places. How many fucking times am I gonna say places? Hang out with me over there as well. Thank you all so much for being here today. Remember, you are fierce, you are fabulous, and you are fucking badass. So keep that shit up, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.